In this video, you'll see how to create UI animations like those you see in SaaS videos in After Effects. I recommend watching the video until the end so you don't miss any techniques that will improve your projects. If you liked the video and subscribed, let's get started. First, we create a composition at 1920 by 1080 at 30 frames per second. Then, create a solid for the background. Add a gradient ramp effect to the solid. Set the start color to blue and the end color to black. Set the ramp scatter value to 100. Then, select the rectangle tool, turn off the stroke color, turn on the fill color, and draw a shape. Open the rectangle settings and set the size value to 500. Let's set the roundness value to 125. Then, let's add a gradient overlay from the layer styles. Set the start and end colors to blue. Create a color box in the center and set its color to dark gray. Next, copy the shape layer once using the Ctrl-D shortcut and rename it. Rename the bottom layer to rectangle and the top layer to stroke. Turn off the fill value of the stroke layer and turn on the stroke value. Change its color to blue. Delete the layer styles and set the stroke value to 4. Now select the text tool and add some text. After aligning the text neatly in the rectangle, select the pen tool and draw a line. Set the stroke value to 40 and the color to white. After renaming it, open the stroke settings and change the butt cap to round cap. Copy one line from the line layer using Ctrl-D. Select single color stroke and linear gradient. Adjust the gradient colors like this. Then, copy text. After changing the text and aligning it in the rectangle layer, select regular as the font. Then, copy another line of text and write 15 on it. There's no difference. You can write anything. Finally, we select the ellipse tool and draw a circle. We set its color to white and its stroke value to 20. Now let's move on to the animation. Select all layers and link the rectangle layer. Turn on the rectangle's scale and activate its keyframe. Go forward 5 frames and leave the scale value as it is. Return to the first frame and set the scale value to 0. Then, while the layer is selected, select the scale from the Bounce script and click the Bounce button. I talked about this script in the previous video. Set the amplitude value to 60 and the decay value to 5. Okay, very good. Now, add the slow fade-on effect to the text. When pressed the U shortcut, we will see the given keyframes. Adjust the distance between the keyframes like this. Now add a trim path to the circle layer. Start the keyframe by setting the end value to 0. Go to the last second and set the end value to 100. Then do the same operation on the line layer above. Add trim path, set the starting value to 0, go to the last second, and set the value to 100. Now add the slow fade-on effect to the other text. To see the keyframes, press the U shortcut, and then adjust the distance between the keyframes. For the number animation, add the slider control effect to the other text. Click the Source Text Keyframe button once while holding down the Alt key in the window that opens type math, dot, round, double bracket, and connect the source text to the slider control. Activate the effect's keyframe. Go to the last second and set the effect value to 100. Perfect. To add a % sign after the number, add plus double quote and % sign after the expression. Very good. Now, for the stroke animation, copy the stroke layer and add a trim path. Set the end value to 25. Start the offset keyframe. Go to the last second and set the offset value to -2. Then add the glow effect. Set the glow radius value to 30. Copy the effect and set the glow radius value to 100. Adjust the stroke color like this. To smooth the harsh lines here, open the stroke setting. Set the butt cap to round cap. Open taper and set the start and end length values to 25. Then copy another layer from this one. Add -180 to the start and end offset values. And finally, open the gradient overlay settings of the rectangle. Set the angle value to 0 and start the keyframe. Go to the last second and set the angle value to -2. And that's all. If you've watched this far, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. See you in the next videos.